were talking earlier about certain times you hear something from someone and you just move to action
Mm.
right away. What do you think it was about the Tony Robbins or something about that that propelled you? Like what was it if you can remember?
I think for me is I'm an optimistic person, by nature, and focusing on what I want rather than not what I want. And what I want it really is to apply myself fully with all my capabilities, without any restrictions, without any rules. Okay, and basically connect and make a difference, in people's life and in my family's life. I was looking at the big picture. So, and I decided, if not now, when. So that's why I decided. That's where that's what caused me to take action, is just being so inspired about the possibilities, and about that I can do it. If other people can do it, I can do it.
And then how were your first few years in real estate?
My first years were tough, very tough. Okay, but always focusing on the goal, the big goal. I didn't stop going to real estate seminars, even hiring coaches. I changed coaches 3 times, like looking what works, what doesn't work. So it wasn't an easy road. And by the way, real estate and is ongoing. When you are a salesperson, you are always looking for people every day. So what I learned is that to never stop prospecting. Never stop prospecting. Okay, like if either you are spending a lot of money to find clients, or you are doing it face to face and talking to as many people as possible.
That seems to be the common thread with who's successful, I guess, in this industry.
It's an ongoing. When you stop, your business stop, because you're not growing, you're not helping. It's your focus. If your focus helping people, you're always looking for someone to help, and it never stops. There are always people, but you need to keep looking. Any business, it doesn't succeed, it doesn't thrive without promoting, always promoting and looking for people and offering more services and upgrading.
Do you think some people don't promote themselves because maybe deep down they don't believe in themselves, that they don't want to put themselves out there? But if you put yourself out there, you're kind of saying, I believe that I can help someone, which everyone can, right?
See, what do you want to focus on? You can focus on the negative part of things or the positive. Okay, if you are focusing on the positive, you are always growing. You're always, so there is no such thing as everything is perfect and everything has to be perfect in any business, in real estate, in any business. There, no matter how much you love it, there are going to be like some negative situations. There are some activities that going to generate business for you, some activities that may not generate business. You're going to focus on the ones that really generate, the ones that is effective, that helps you to connect with people. Focusing, keeping just the eye on the goal, keeping the eye on the goal. It doesn't matter what is the situation. My goal is to help 30 families a year. That's what I'm focusing on. I break it down every 3 months, 10 families, or 5 families every 3 months. That's my focus. Break it down. Okay, how many days I'm going to work for the year? Okay, I mark down. Every day goes by, cross. One day went down. Like if you are focused on the big picture, on what you want to accomplish, and you don't get sideways with the negative things that take place, you will always succeed, because you are believing, you have faith in what you do and believe in what you want to accomplish.
Mm-hmm. Was there a specific moment in your real estate career where you felt, okay, I've really made it? Things were starting to take off. Was there a point, couple years in, or maybe you made a certain transaction where it all kind of hit?
See, this is the thing with real estate. You will never have this feeling, at least for me. Always at the end of December, I wonder, how am I going to make what I made last year? And then I look at all the activities. Then I tell myself, if I did what I did, I will do the same. If I do the same activities, I will achieve the same. Okay, but if I'm not happy with what I received, what can I do differently this year? What can I add? Shall I add videos? Shall I add, another pillar of lead generation, like that? So you're always thinking.
Do you think it's ever going to stop, or do you think you can just retire and just not think about it anymore, or do you think you're always going to
That's a great question, actually. And when people ask me, when do you plan to retire? I tell them never. I will never retire. Then, if I retire, who would I be helping? No one. I'm only thinking about myself. All the focus is on myself. And if there is anything that I want to save for retirement, why not do it now while working? Why everything has to be postponed for retirement? Sometimes, like this question, oh, when you retire, save so much money. Maybe you won't be able to walk when you retire. Who knows? You only have today. You want to travel, travel. Nothing is holding me. Whatever that inspires you to do, you can do it while you are working because you are living now.
Yeah. I'm still a ways away from retirement talk, that stuff, but I think from what I see, the people who really love what they do, like an athlete, they really don't want, they hate to retire, but their body just gives out. So most people that really love it, seems like you love it. That's why.
Yeah. Even the athlete, when they retire, they start a business. They do, they manufacture something, they use their advertising, they advertise for other companies. They don't stop. So that's my perspective on retirement.
Do you have any additional goals for, how do you frame your goals? Do you go like 1 year, 3 to 5 year, monthly? I know you're saying every 3 months kind of thing.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I like to break it down because when I break it down, it's small chunks. Then it's not like overwhelming. It's not like I'm gonna do like help 30 people now. Okay, so I break it down. For me, like I break it down. Every 3 months, I do 5 sales. Say that would be my goal. Say for listings, for example, how many appointments do I want to go to? So I kind of like put this in front of me. How many days? I take out days for education, I take out days for vacation, and then I put the exact number of days that I'm going to work for the 30 days. And that's how I keep myself accountable. Plus I have a coach. There is a company that I use. I also coach for them. I coach real estate agents for this company. It's called Richard Robbins International. So there is a coach within the company that kind of coach me. We meet once every 2 weeks as well by Zoom and go over my activities and brainstorm any activities that would improve my business, as well as I coach new members that they join. They want to be coached. I coach as well.
Is there a membership? Like for, how long have you been with Richard Robbins?
I've been with Richard Robbins now for about maybe 4 years. About 4 years, yeah.
I wanted to ask a question about the sale. So I used to be a mortgage agent,
Mm.
and I'd always want to break down the process of a sale so I know where I am at every point. For example, you have the client come in. Second, maybe you try and gather information, pre-approval, generate loan. Can you break down the steps of a sale, or is it kind of different in every instance? Is there some common steps in every sale?
Well, of course, there are steps. I mean, if you are going to meet with a client who's going to be buying a home, it's different. They're all common in the sense that you need to meet them initially and get certain information of what's important to them if they're buying, what's important to them in the purchase, how will that change their lives, how do they know when they have found the right property, have they worked with a realtor before, what's their experience, go over the buyer representation agreement, show them like, what do they expect from me, what do I expect from them, then refer them to a mortgage broker to get them pre-approved, and then we start showing them first of all sending them like properties customized to their criteria, setting up appointments with them and go through the process. The same thing with the seller, right? Somebody expressed intention to sell. We set up an appointment, do a prequel, like basically series of questions on the phone to understand what's their plan. Are they just selling and buying? Maybe they need information about the home that they're buying. Do home evaluation. To them, go meet them in person, educate them about the value of the home, go over the process of the selling, go over my marketing plan of action, how to help them get the most amount of money possible. So basically, they're kind of similar, but different, in direction. One wants to move in, one wants to move out, but also buying. So it depends.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a good thorough breakdown.
yeah.
And then this might be a deep question.
You have been asking deep questions.
What do you
Although,
what do you want your legacy to be?
wow. I think kind and caring. That's what I want my legacy to be. That's what I want them to say. He was very kind. He cared. He cared for us.
Is there a particular belief or perspective you once held strongly, but have since changed your mind about?
A belief that I thought I believed in strongly, and I changed my mind about it.
Yeah, I think you were kind of saying that earlier actually about I'm not enough. I have to work harder. I have to work harder.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a belief. That was a belief. Yeah.